What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the BORA FedEx Amateur Series Season 5, Race number 5. We are finally here. We finally made the feature event after almost a week long of races to get here. It is finally the crown jewel event, the second of the season for the Amateur Series. Now, we are from the Brickyard on pole. You have the RCR Premier Series driver in the All-Star ride, Gustav Odenberg. Then you have Tammy Dirk, Steve Larker, and Gary Alsop. Jack Marks and Danny Coffey. Seth Ismail and Paul Wright. Ryan Spengler, who won the LCQ, and Daniel Colt. Dylan Abrahamian and Tyler Flood. Daniel Gittero, Evan Byrne, Cynthia Bright. Samet Oskin and Damian Stone. David Cervantes and Joe Jefferson. Joseph Gibson and Muhammad Zain. Someone having problems. Let's see who that was as the pace car pulls off. Oh, it is Steve Love. He won one of the heats, and he's going to have issues here. I don't see any smoke, though. So if it's just like a flat tire or something, he'll be back out there. 25 laps, Gustav Odenberg leading him to the green. And green flag is out. We haven't had 42 cars on track yet. So let's see how this aero package works with this many cars. They had trouble keeping it green in the LCQ with only like 15. Turn 3 is going to be crazy. Danny Coffey almost making it 3 wide. Gary also almost going to put Gustav Odenberg in the wall. I think they all made it off turn 3. Safe and sound. Gary also coming around and try to lead lap number 1. Get a very important bonus point for the number 22 car. You got a pretty good size lead there off turn number 4. About a fifth of a second over Danny Coffey. Paul Wright with a huge run. Ryan Spengler, the LCQ winner. Oh, David Cervantes in the wall. And that 3 car. Oh, massive damage to the right side of that number 3. Ooh, Keegan also Jr. nearly turning Marcus Sacchi around as they try to swerve past the 3. This race is heating up already. It's only lap 2 of 25. Daniel Gittero and Dylan Abrahamian battling it out amongst themselves. This race has been really tame so far. Steve Love finally leave the pits. He's going to fall 2 laps down. Paul Wright up past Ryan Spengler now for second. I say that as Ryan makes a dive bomb to turn number 1. The DEI cars. Ooh, David Cervantes or Damian Stone into the wall. Kyle the Stinger Kesey hard into the outside wall. Oh, massive damage to that 78. That's a really big, tough break for the 78 car. He was running so well. At the line, Kyle Kesey was running 16th. That Kesey Motorsports Volkswagen needed a good run today. Tammy Dirk and Gustav Odenberg, the 12 and the 31. They started front row. They've dropped back big time. Gary Alsop, though, continues to lead. Caution is out. It was not from the Kyle Kesey incident. I know that. So we'll be right back see what just happened. There were 2 separate incidences here. Daniel Colt going to get turned around by Luke Ryan. Hard into the inside wall. Back up into the 13. Oh, Diego Yepez upside down. Daniel Colt into the catch fence. Luke Ryan teeter-tottering as he almost goes over. I don't know if he did. Let's actually go on board Luke Ryan. Or from like the far chase view. That's a hard hit for the 9 car. Oh, it didn't quite go over. Let's go take a look at that second crash that I believe Damian Stone was involved in, and Evan Byrne. They see the crash happening. Luke Eberline tries backing out of it. He's going to turn the 21 around. That's a hard hit for that 9 car, man. Up into the catch fence. This is a big, big crash. They have Nick also up in the 38. Also going to get all just clipped. That's the wildest ride Diego's been on in his short tenure in the Amateur Series. Looks on 38 here. He backed into the wall. That's a hard hit. Innocent bystander on that. Oh, Marcus Sacchi and Keegan Alsop Jr. were in it as well. go see how Marcus was involved. KC Motorsports just not having a great day. Oh, James Stabilito is in it as well. Did he get... Nah, man, he ripped off the right front fender. That car might be done. We'll back for the restart. See you all DNF there. Big crash. Steve Love did get one of his laps back by doing the wave around, not pitting under that caution. Everyone on the lead lap did pit. 32 cars remain on the lead lap. Ryan Spangler up to the lead. Gary Alsop falls to second during the stops. Cynthia Bright now rounds out your top 5. Gary Alsop to the inside of Dylan Abrahamian. Ryan Spangler luckily has a lapped car in between him and second place. Gary Alsop, who's at the best car the field. He's been the class of the field. There you go. That's what I was trying to say. Now, Steve Love wants to get back on the lead lap. He's going to try getting past the 33 here and hope for a quick caution. He has really old tires, though, because he did not pit, obviously. He's got his teammate in the 15 right behind him. Let's see how much of a teammate Daniel Gittero is. There's no caution, which is what the 11 was hoping for. Daniel Gittero will lead his first lap of the race. Lap 9 of 25. Set his mail to the inside of Cynthia Bright. 3 wide off turn number 2. Steve Love almost squeezing him. Here comes Muhammad Zain in the 28. Oh, Cynthia Bright. Oh my gosh. Oh, Pretty Shaw upside down as well. That was probably one of the worst crashes I've ever seen. Did you see the way the 29 got lifted up into the catch fence? Pretty Shaw still barrel rolling down the back stretch. Caution, no doubt, out there, racing back to the line. I was about to bring up Muhammad Zain's horrible crash in the IROC series here in the first ever IROC season. But, man. Says I'm going to try slingshotting by. Caution is out, lap 10 of 25. We're back to look at that horrible, horrible crash. Cynthia Bright goes for a wild ride up into the catch fence, man. That is ridiculous. And the 44 hits her head on. And then Eric Draven out of nowhere. Let's go on board Eric Draven. Actually, before we do that, who do you think had a good view? Maybe Dylan Abrahamian? Let's go a little bit further back. On the outside. Pretty Shaw should be a good view. Oh, I got 29 getting upside down. And oh, hard hit head on. Okay, I didn't want to watch the whole barrel roll. On board. Man, the 44 got hit hard. And they kind of just tipped over. And barrel rolled. I think Jack Marks was in this. Oh, you got clipped by the 11, and then everyone else just piles in. What can you do here? Unbelievable. Back to restart. You see who DNF'd off that one. We had 33 cars remaining. Now we have 22, man. Just past halfway. Set as well as your leader. You have Muhammad Zain, Steve Larker, Gustav Odenberg, and Paul Wright rounding out your top 5. How about that? Thor Sports Chevy of Carter Friesen up into 6th. Joe Jefferson, Gary Alsop, Danny Coffey, and Stanley Winters rounding out your top 10. How about that, JD Motorsports Chevy? Sedismel, however, is your leader, lap 14 of 25. Muhammad Zain dropping back a little bit. Gustav Odenberg, your pole sitter, finally breaking back into the top 3. Paul Wright going to try taking him 3 wide up turn number 3. Now he's going to back out of it. Carter Friesen with a huge run into turn number 4. The 43 got a massive run up top. Haven't really seen that yet this week. Carter Friesen, the 88, tried throwing a block on the 22. Thorsport having a really good, excuse me, they had a really good start to this week. Both of Thorsport Chevys made the race in the amateur series. One of them already got wrecked though, Luke Ryan in the 13. And then Tommy Kesey in their Premier Series team made his first ever start, first race of the season. So Thorsport having a pretty good run here. They have Carter Friesen up in the top 5. How about that Nissan of Ryan Madden in, looks like trying to take over 11th. A 3-wide battle with Mohammed Zayn and Stanley Winters. Daniel Guerrero and Gary Alsop trying to get back up to the front. Gustav Odenberg having trouble getting past Steve Larker. Paul Wright just waiting it out behind him. 10 laps to go here at Indy. Ooh, Mohammed Zayn bounced off the wall down into Tammy Dirk. What a save by that 28 car. Ryan Spangler right behind him. 3 wide off turn number 3. Daniel Guerrero and Ryan Madden making a little contact. Looks like Gustav finally got past Steve Larkers. He's now going to drop out of the top 5 almost as Danny Coffey and Luke Eberlein go on full attack mode. Paul Wright trying to take over second from Gustav Odenberg. He didn't get lucky. The 31 took all the air off the one's nose. Made him push like a dump truck. Carter Friesen trying to keep up with the big guys. It's the most single file action we've seen all week. Gustav Odenberg making a move on set as Mill. He didn't get that lucky. I notice whenever someone chops down on you, man, it takes all the air off your nose with all the drag and the new aero package, or I couldn't think of the word, the new aero package we're running in the amateur series here at Indy. Notice the car's tighten up quite a bit. And momentum is everything. Lap 18 of 25. Carter Friesen up past Paul Wright. So he can give Steve Larker a huge run. Carter Friesen to be able to throw the block. Exactly what Gustav Odenberg wants to see. Now he can go in full attack mode on set as Mel without facing the repercussions of getting stormed. Pass. I can't talk today, guys. I'm sorry. I just woke up. Ooh. Gustav Odenberg making a move. Steve Larker all over Carter Friesen. If they hang out in single file, they'll catch the top 2 in a hurry, but they're going to battle it out for third. Gustav Odenberg back to the top spot. Ooh, Setis Mel doing a crossover. This will be a good, easy chance to gain up points. And Setis Mel is in favor of doing just that. Gustav Odenberg, Paul Wright, and Steve Larker had a close call through turns 1 and 2 there. James Stabilito with that damage off pace, but he's running strong 21st for that Nick Ventura Racing Chevy. Paul Wright going to the inside of Steve Larker for third. Ooh, we're seeing pit stops. Gustav Odenberg, Paul Wright, Luke Eberlein, Ryan Spengler, Mohammed Zayn are the first takers. It's going to give Setis Mel with a pretty healthy lead. Over half a second. Daniel Guerrero, haven't mentioned him in a while. Ooh, Stanley Winters and Carter Friesen making contact. And that 91. Really far behind. Over 20 miles per hour off pace. Stanley Winters up to P4. How about that, man? Gary Alsop hasn't really came up to the pack as quick as I would have thought he would have, man. He had a really good car early on. Won a lot of laps, but he's not really gaining. He's using pit strategy now, though, to try getting back to the front. We've seen passing be super possible here, but I don't know. The Bragg Zalewski racing cars, or Team Penske, whatever you want to call them, haven't really been as quick on the long runs as I would have thought they would have. Now again, Daniel Guerrero is now your leader. Then you have Stanley Winters, Ryan Madden, Gary Alsop, Carter Friesen, and then Joe Jefferson. Gustav Odenberg does fall a lap down, but he will get that whenever the leaders pit, inevitably. Not if he gets turned around, though. Oh, he's putting Stanley Winters in the wall. Hopefully Stanley doesn't try pitting with 31 down there. Oh my god, that was close. Alright, the leaders are now pitting. Is anyone going to stay out? These are the guys that have already pit. I think once they cycle back around next time by, depending on where the 82 is, the 31 might be the leader. We'll see what strategy worked out the best. Oh, man, I think the 82 put massive time on Gustav Odenberg, pitting a lap after. There was less than like a quarter of a second between them, and now that lead might be huge. I think they're going to lap the 91 unless he pits right here. He is. So that is Melia's strategy to get a huge lead unless these guys can pull out, but I don't know if they're going to be able. No, they're not going to come out ahead of the 82. Said Mel has this in the bag. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think he gets past the 15. It's not even going to be close. The line last time by, the 82 had a 1.2 second lead over the 43. Let's see what he has this time. Let's make sure Xavier Rain wouldn't caught a lap down somehow. If the 90 and the 43 can stay hooked up and not try battling each other, I think they'll catch the leader. With 3 laps to go, that's a long way at Indy. 1.2 at the line last time. This time it's going to be 0.88, so they gained almost half a second. Of course, the 90 cannot afford to pull out and try battling for second, because that's all you're going to get at that point. And that's exactly what he's going to do. Stanley Winters having a really good showing here in 4th. Gustav Odenberg fell back to 5th. The battle for 6th is on. No, it's not, because Dylan Ebrahimian is a lap down. Alright, so Xavier Rain didn't commit to making the move, but I don't know, it might have hurt him a little bit. They might be a little bit closer this time by. That doesn't really look like 8/10 to me. 2 laps to go for Sedismail, and they're going to catch James Stabildo, unless there's a caution. Oh, they cut that lead down in half. They're getting about 4/10 a lap. That was with the 90. Almost attempting to get past. Oh, no, there they go. Oh, no. This race is going to end under caution, and they're going to catch that 91. Will the 43 be able to do anything? Coming to the white and the caution. Where does James Stabildo go? Where does Sedismail go? The 43 is going to be there. Sedismail making the move. Steve Larker going with him. Coming off turn number 4, coming to the caution and the white. Steve Larker making the move. He's got the run. And it looks like Sedismail is going to win at Indy. His caution is out. How about that, man? I wish that could end under green. That would have been so good. Still a pretty fun finish, I guess. We'll be back, check out what just happened. Stanley Winters, man, underfunded and just going for it. He got up into the marbles, had to kind of check up, got into Paul Wright, and just got into Daniel Guitereau. Hard into the outside wall for that 15 car. Oh. We'll be back for your finish. Pace car bringing the field to the checkered. Sedismail is going to win the Brickyard Amateur Series race. Looks like Steve Larker will come home second. What could have been if there was one more lap, or if the caution just didn't fall. We'll be back to look at your official results. Alright, your official top 10 goes as followed. You got Sedismail with the win, then you have Steve Larker, Xavier Rain, Gustav Odenberg, Luke Eberlein, Ryan Spangler, Danny Coffey, Tammy Dirk, Gary Alsop, and Carter Friesen rounding out your top 10. Ryan Spangler had to win the LCQ to get into this race, and he's going to come home 6th, gaining a bunch of points. Notables outside the top 10. Jack Marks getting 14th. I think he was the points that are coming in, so I don't know how well 14th is going to sit with him. Stanley Winters had the run of his young career, and he's going to come home 16th with not much to show for it. Daniel Guitereau did DNF at the end of the race due to a camshaft, but it was basically due to that damage. And James Stabildo was not able to gain a couple extra spots there due to that crash. He'll come home 21st. And Dylan Ebrahimian rounds out the field in 22nd, 4 laps down. Everyone else DNF'd. You can see where everyone else finished. All the way down to Gary Alsop Jr. Keegan Alsop Jr. in last. So that was the Indy Amateur Series portion of the Crown Jewel event. It's been a long week getting here, man, and I think it was worth it. Except for the racing under caution, we had a good finish setting up with the 43 and the 90 running down the 82. But you know, sometimes that happens. Congratulations, that is Mel. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. The premiere series race will be tomorrow. And as always, see you guys next time. Goodbye.
He said, boy, can you make fans stand and scream your name? Have you hit him in the ass, never let off the gas till you rode into victory lane? He said, boy, do you know how it feels when you're running 3 wide? 'Cause if you're Daytona bound, let me wonder you're in for a ride.